doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples. What's popping with you? What's going on? I hope you guys are enjoying your new year because we are in 2022 and you know the stuff just keeps going. It just keep popping out here. I was like, Lord have mercy. Did you see that man? Did you see him? I was like, OMG, what is going on? And you ain't even funny out there. You just said, who rocks hairstyles like that at 40? Like, OMG, like, what are you doing? That's so messed up. You are talking about his corn braids. You are talking about his hair. Lord have mercy. OMG. So what did you guys think about the interview? Did you think that he was authentic? Did you think he was telling the truth? Do you take him serious? Because at one minute, he was down, he was down with Nene, they was down with each other, and they was together, they was all over Gwinnett County, they was everywhere. The next minute, I was just a friend. You say he's just a friend. OMG. I'm like, what is going on? Hey, what's up, Gucci? How you doing? What's up, Candy Girl? What's up, Black? What's up, April Morgan? What's up, Noble? What's up, Pal? What's up, Nurse? Like, what is really going on in this situation? Like, it was just like, okay, what's happening? I'm like, you know what? You guys really need to, everybody, please go talk to the young people in your family. Please go talk to the young males. Please go talk to them and tell them it is not cool and it don't look good, when you are actually out here, spilling your business. And then didn't he say that there was a problem when he was dating Nene Leakes because she was sitting at the table, and while she was sitting at the table, she was doing too much and she was basically spreading their business out here, and he felt very uncomfortable. Then why are you sitting there doing an interview on Nene Leakes? Nene Leakes didn't say nothing to you. She didn't do nothing to you. She didn't call you out. It was Tamar that called you out. Tamar is the one that you have a situation with. Tamar is the one that posted on Instagram and basically said that you messy because she believed that you put out these pictures and things of that nature in the video. And she was like, you know what, that's wrong. She's calling him out because that's her girl. That's her friend. So Tamar did what she had to do. And then, he was kind of upset. Terry Temper, club promoter, barbershop owner, whatever the case may be, he was feeling a certain type of way because Tamar actually, called his booking promoter, the person that helps him with his job to promote a club and have, promote a night at the club, was actually, she called him and basically was like, yo, why is your boy doing this? Why is he acting like this? Like, why is he all out here, spreading the business? Why is he acting like he real salty? Like, what's going on? And so now he has a problem with Tamar actually responding and saying something like, why wouldn't she? That's her girl. But in any event, he responded back to Tamar on Instagram. Then he goes, you know what? You people want to call me out. You people want to say this about me. You people want to do this about me. I am definitely going to, spill the beans and spill my tea. And he definitely did. He spilled a little bit, but he was out here like, Lord have mercy. Like, please tell your kids, please tell your nephews, your brothers, and everything that this is not cool. This is not like, okay, come on. And on top of that, you didn't give any real juicy details. And then you didn't even know the dates or times. And then when Tasha K asked you, so you saw the viral video and it went viral. And he was basically, yeah, I seen her at the restaurant. That wasn't a video that went viral. It was Nene Leakes over there at Trina's party. So it's like, he talked about, oh no, I don't follow that stuff. Yes, you do follow that stuff, because how do you know who Tasha K is? How do you know how to respond to Tamar Braxton and all this other stuff if you don't pay attention to what's going on? And you have been posting to your page basically saying that you are going to spill the beans. You are going to, tell your truth out here when it comes to Miss Nene Leakes. So what is he saying? Like, Lord have mercy. You guys tell me what you think. You guys, he's making Nene call him back. Yes, Calhoun. Yes, Calhoun. Yes, that's what he wants. He wants Nene to call him back. He wants a phone call because he feels very jilted. Hey, what's up, Candy Girl? He feels very, very jilted. And the way that he said that he found out, if that's even true, even I don't even know if they, like, the way that he came off, it don't even really seem like he really had a relationship with her. If it wasn't for the pictures and the little small video, we would just be like, yo, you clout chasing. This is not true. You're doing everything else like everybody else does for clout, especially, to get everything on and popping. But in any event, he had that little detail. And then he gonna try to say that he didn't leak it. Then who leaked it? It's your phone. Everything was taken from your phone. It's the information from your phone. Hey, what's up, Erica? It was information from your phone. So what are you talking about? So who leaked it? Nene didn't leak it, because evidently she didn't want nobody to know that she was even dating you or messing around with you in the public eye. You know what I mean? Because if that was the case, she would have been out here showing you and flaunting you, and maybe she was flaunting you among the people, but she didn't take you to the grand stage. She didn't take you to her platform like she took the other one. But he seemed like, if it's actually true, because we don't know if it's true, but if it's actually true, like, why you doing all that? Like, buddy, you doing too much. Buddy, you are really doing too much. And then he was talking about he brought Nene Leak's purses. And Tasha was like, what's the most expensive bag you ever brought? He was like, $3,000. Yes, that's a lot of money to me. But Tasha was like, oh, that's a little Coach bag. And basically said, it just made it seem like he didn't buy Nene no gifts. He ain't got the money to buy her no gifts. Okay, yes, he owns a bunch of barbershops. I don't know how much he's making at the barbershop, but in any event, I was just like, like, you can't tell me, like, what is going on? And he's 37 years old, so he knows, better. He knows right from wrong. He knows the code, and he was basically acting like, he is a part of, once upon a time he was part of that life that's in the streets, but he's a different type of guy now. So therefore, he knows that he's breaking code. He's still snitching. He's still running his mouth. So what are the people that work with him gonna think? You know what I mean? Like, are you that hurt? Like, yes, Nene responded to him responding to Tamar, and she posted up this video of her and her new love, Naomi. I don't know if he's married or not, but Tasha is saying that he is, and he's still living with his wife in North Carolina, South Carolina. I don't know, but the wife ain't saying nothing. She ain't came out and said anything. And actually, that's her husband that he's out here flaunting. He's not hiding. He's not putting it behind the burner. He's not, running away from the situation. He's very public with Nene Leakes. He may not show her all that much affection in public, but baby, he's out here next to the bag. And it looks like, Mr. Mr. Terry, he wanted to be where this dude is at, because it seemed like Nene Leakes loved them and left them alone. And if that is actually really the case, because it's allegedly, because we don't know if it's really true, we just got some pictures and a little bit of footage, but he's basically saying that they were together. And then he said he met her back in October of 2021. You know what I mean? 2020. So he met her a year ago. And I knew he has been around for a long time, because the club or the bar that he works at, that he promotes, Nene goes there, but she was out there with her friends, and he promotes there. So therefore he's seen her. And then also the way that he talks and things of that nature, it's just like, okay, buddy, what are you saying? It's like, like you arguing with her, you don't know who she is, you have no idea who Nene Leakes is. It's just like, okay, I know Kenya Moore somewhere looking like, I can't believe this. I know Kenya Moore saying, never me. These guys can talk about Mark Daly all you want to, but you will never find me out here like this in these streets. And the guys that I deal with will not be out here running my business like that, quick, fast, in a hurry. And yes, he did. He was not playing any games. And Tamar basically, wanted to stand up for Nene, and she has stood up for Nene in the past. Especially, Tamar recently stood up for Nene when it came to people saying that she was with Boo Couture, aka Naomi, before Greg had passed. And she said, no, that's not the case. And that's what she said on the Shade Room. But in any event, he was feeling a certain type of way about Tamar Braxton, and the way he was coming at her and the way that he was talking towards Tamar. It almost sounded like he had an issue or a problem, or he's waiting to see her or something. And that's not code. That's not good behavior. That's not like, that don't make you look cool. Oh, because she's talking on me and she know who I am. Well, okay, you this person, you that person, but what Tamar is about is the internet streets. What Tamar is about is Instagram. What Tamar is about is being on social media, and basically being a vessel on social media, speaking her mind, saying what she's saying and what she want to say about any situation that she want to talk about. So that's her realm. And you peeked over into her realm by having pictures and videos leaked to the public. So therefore she had to speak on it, and she had to talk on it, and anything he should understand. But he's upset because Tamar called his people, the people that put money in his pocket, the people that help him promote that club and get that club, on and popping and getting the celebrities there. So therefore, he felt like Tamar was coming for his bag, and so that's why he sent a message to Tamar. It's like, do you think that's cool? Do you think that's cute? We all know who Tamar is. I guess he don't. And also, he had a lot of feminine energy. Like, basically, when he was talking about how he engaged with Nene, it was all like he was challenging her. He was basically trying to back her down. Like, who wants to be bothered with somebody that's combative? Who wants a combative relationship? She's in the process of losing her husband. R.I.P. Rest in power to Greg Leaks. And if she's out here dancing and chilling with you and hanging out with you, the last thing she wants is to have a combative partner, somebody that wants to go ham. And he's talking about he's a 5150, baby. That's why she left you alone. That's why she ain't with you, because she can't be with you because you are unstable. And a relationship with her, the things that you do with all the other girls, it don't work with Miss Nene Leakes. So it is what it is. And also, he see Nene Leakes out here flossing with this new guy, and he said that Nene Leakes he found out Nene Leakes was with him 2 days before she went viral with her new boo. I was like, OMG. And so he felt a certain type of way that she couldn't go public with him, and she didn't speak up on him when she was on the real or anything like that. And they had like a conversation about it, because he felt like, why are you telling people that you single when you're with me? And so he says things like that. But then at the end of the interview, Terry, at the end of the interview with Tasha K, he turns around and he goes, we was just friends. I don't know. I was there when Greg, honoring Greg's party. I was like, OMG. So he said he was there at Nene Leakes Club because, he's a club promoter. He promotes nights at the club and things of that nature. So basically, he done told us and he done told the public that he was at Greg Leakes' honoring party, and he was setting everything up, and he was around, and he'd been around. Ooh, let me tell you, that is shady. And he knew that right there would be a dagger, because when he said that, he said he never met Greg, but he threw that dagger and basically said that he was over there at the party honoring Greg. That just seems just so disrespectful. I don't know if it's true, but that seems just so disrespectful. Lord have mercy. What's up, Major? How you doing? He done poke all these Peep Squad. What's going on? I'm just like, OMG, like, this is crazy. So he's basically saying that he was there at Greg Leakes' honoring party when all the girls came through and things of that nature, and he was there. And then at the same time, he was having a relationship with Nene. He was feeling Nene. You know what I mean? If we want to believe that that's the case, because, he was shaky in the beginning of the interview. He was rubbing his legs like if he's nervous. You're 37 years old. You don't need to hunch over in the chair and fold your back over to your knees and start rubbing your knees and stuff like that. But maybe he was nervous. But, he's always on the spotlight because he's at a club promoting. So basically, he's sitting down having a conversation. And, he was getting back at Nene. Nene broke his heart. Nene left him. She took the food off his plate with her, and he was saying that he was going on vacations with her. And then Tasha was like, I pay for dinners, for her celebrity friends. Okay, so he paid for dinners. All right, cool. And so then, and he was like, we went everywhere. We went on vacation. We went to, DC. We went to Vegas. We went to all these different places. And she was, and Tasha was like, so, you paid for them? He was like, nah, she paid for some of the, of course she paid for the vacations. Of course she paid for you to go to these places. You didn't have the money to do it. My goodness. Then you're going to sit there and say it wasn't all about the money. Yes, it was. If you really care for that woman, if you really, like that woman, the last thing you would do is sit here and talk about her. And basically, Tasha K sat there through that whole interview and made fun of Nene Leakes' makeup, made fun of everything about her, and basically being desperate, her dating this other guy. So in any event, you wouldn't do that if you cared about somebody. If you had an ounce of respect for them and if you cared for them, you would never do anything like that. So basically, we're going to have to chalk this up to clout. chasing, and a broken heart. You wanted to prove to us that you didn't have a broken heart, baby. You proved to us that you did have a broken heart. You proved to us that you miss Nene. You proved to us that you want a Nene. I was like, OMG. He's talking about he's a mentor. He works with kids out there in the neighborhood. He's a mentor to his 14-year-old son. He's a father. He's a single father. But how is this mentor behavior for a grown man, 37 years old, to sit here and talk about pillow talk that he had previously with a lady that he said is his friend? 1 minute they together, next minute they ain't together. It's like his story was very shaky. What y'all think about that situation? Y'all tell me how you feel. Do you think he wanted broke boy energy, Your Majesty? What's going on? So it just seems like there was just you see this dinner that Nene Leakes is at. She's in the Bahamas. This is where he wants to be. This is where he wanted to be on TV. That's why he confronted Nene Leakes when she was on The Talk. And this is what he said in the interview with Tasha K, that he confronted Nene by saying that she was single and ready to mingle, and she's taking it easy, hit me up in my DMs and all this other stuff. He felt a certain type of way because they was together. You know what I mean? And so he said he had a conversation with her about it, and she apologized, and they moved on from that. And he never got to this state that this new guy is at, and he probably felt like he was getting close to that. He probably felt like he was putting in work. He was acting like he loved her. He was doing everything he was supposed to do to basically win her trust over, win her heart all the way, fully, totally, and completely. And he will basically be in that seat with her and not this other guy. So he feels guilty, and he also feels that one of the reasons why Nene did walk away is because of his behavior, his attitude, and he's hard to deal with. Of course, ain't nobody trying to deal with no drama. Ain't nobody trying to deal with nobody, that they got to go back and forth when these guys are always going tit for tat. Like, who wants to deal with that? Who wants to deal with that? And what really made him mad, and I knew it, and I said it before, when he saw Nene Leakes at Trina's birthday party, because he's cool with Trina, because, he hosts the club and he has the celebrities come out. And that's why he was really mad at Tamar, because she called the booking agent and was like basically trying to badmouth him and stop his bag. And he didn't really like that. So that's why he was going, and he felt a certain type of way about that situation. So in any event, he wanted to be at that party, and he wanted to be around Nene. He wanted to be in the cameras. He wanted to be there. She was taking her time with him. She didn't, brush him out like that, because why did she get with Naomi so quick and basically show him to the public and didn't show this dude to the public? He said it's because of his reputation, his attitude. He's young, he's feisty, he's a combative mate, and maybe people would judge him like, yeah, what the girl say in the chat, that you got braids and you 37 years old. She said you almost 40 with corn braids in your hair. Lord have mercy. Yes, he loves the braids. He wants to bring the 90s back, but he's not bringing the 90s attitudes, because guys from the 90s don't be getting on interviews talking about their past relationship and trying to bring down a woman and knowing that this is going to hurt her. All he wants is a phone call. You know how some of us ladies do? We would go to our man's mother's house, his sister's house, his brother's house, or even show up to his job and basically leave a message, and he gonna get back to you because now you stepped over that boundary that he didn't want you to step over. And so that's what he did. He stepped over that boundary so he can get in contact with Nene Leakes. Then he kept mentioning, oh my God, Asian Doll was there, Nene Leakes was there when he first met her. But he also says that he had no idea who she was at all. And they basically got into it because he gave her plastic cups and she wanted glasses. So, he felt a certain type of way. They went back and forth. I was like, he really just sounds immature when it comes to women, and he's used to a certain type of woman that likes that type of combative behavior and that dominance for no reason. At the time, there's no reason for you to be dominant. All you got to do is serve my drink in a glass. And so him and Nene will be going back and forth. Like, who wants that? If your husband is over here sick in the house, in hospice, and then you dating out here with this dude, you don't want that drama. And like Greg, OMG, when it comes to Greg, I hope Greg didn't know, but Nene said that Greg Leakes gave her the okay to date again when he passed. And then they did talk about having an open relationship. But I would just be like, yo, listen, if it was me, I'm not Nene, but if it was me, I wouldn't have been messing with the young dude at all while Greg is alive. and I wouldn't be out partying with the young dude while Greg is alive. I would want Greg to leave here thinking in his mind that I was by his side the whole entire time. I wasn't out there with nobody else, because that got to be a horrible feeling, knowing that you are going to depart from this earth and your partner is out there already with somebody else. Like, that's crazy. Like, to me, I wouldn't do that just because I would want them to know. But at the same time, I'm saying this out my mouth. But if I was in her position, what would I really do? You know what I mean? What would we all really do if we was in her position? I'm just saying I wouldn't, because I would feel so guilty. And I know Nene has an issue with Greg Leaks cheating on her in the past, and she was hurt by Greg, and then he ended up getting sick and she had to take care of him while he was out there having fun with one lady, and she's scot-free. But Nene did her job. She was there to the end. She said she held Greg Leaks' hands before he departed from this earth, and she was there and he was comfortable, and that's wonderful. But at the same time, I wouldn't have been able to do that to my husband. I'm sorry. I would just wouldn't be able to, like, Greg in the house, and if she's not there, and he got nurses and things of that nature, but he's about to be gone forever. And you got plenty more years to go. You gonna tell me you couldn't wait a little bit before you run the streets with a homeboy with the corn braids? And I'm just like, and then on top of that, men don't care, but we gotta hold men accountable too as well. Like, he was wrong for even picking up with Nene, knowing that she was a married woman and dating her. You know what I mean? So he gonna have to deal with that situation as well. But he ain't the one that married, and he's not the one with the obligations. But if it was a woman that did it, we'll be talking about the woman, just like we was talking about Area Curry, from Love and Marriage Huntville. So he's bad too as well. I'm just like, yo, they just be out here running the business, telling the business, doing everything. Like, it just be way too much going on. And he said he met Nene Leakes last year of October. You know what I mean? Not 2021, 2020 as when he met Nene Leakes. And he said they was friends at first. Friends. Nene is a grown, full-fledged woman, married with kids and grown kids, been around the block and then some. She ain't playing no games with him. There was no friends, if that was actually the case. But I'm just like, oh man, it just And he said they wasn't dating at first. They were just friends because she's a married woman. But after a while, they end up dating. He said that Nene Leakes rejected him, his advances, but he didn't give up. So he was chasing her down, knowing that she was married, knowing that she had a sick husband at home and everything. He was trying to get it, not because he was in love with her, not because, he felt like she was the end all to be all. No, because he felt like there was an opportunity. It was a bag for him. Then on top of that, he's living that fabulous lifestyle. Nene Leakes picking him up in her cars. She got some beautiful cars out there, showing up, paying the bills, being all types of bossy. He was loving each and every bit of that. He was so happy to have that in his life. And then she just took it away. He's talking about he was paying for dinners and stuff. He wasn't paying for no dinners like that. He wasn't paying for celebrities' dinners. He got them on a house because he's a club promoter. And, and he probably got some of them. Nene was making that man feel good. And then he said Nene was at the table and she would be talking about their personal business and saying he's this, he's that, he's all that, and then some. He's a bag of chips, chocolate chip honey dip. Can I get a scoop? He was like, oh, Nene was just like giving me all types of compliments. I'm the man. And I was like, oh Lord, he didn't even know that she was just only playing with his little old head. And she was basically making him feel like he was more than what he was. She souped his head up, played games with him, got what she wanted out of him, and then she skedaddled, and then she skedaddled with another guy. Like, this is crazy. What's up, sugar mama baby? They both want what they want. He said it all. Surgery, makeup, deception. Stop it. Yeah, man. Gucci, Nene was wrong, but dude's better. Oh yeah, he's better. Yes, she was. Right, Mary Jane. He did move too fast. Well, I'm saying while he's coleslaw. Hey, Eric, what's going on? How you doing? Hey, Che. She was cheating before. Yeah. Yep. But I don't know if you call it cheating, because she said Greg gave her the okay. And that they kind of insinuated that they had an open marriage at the end, because Greg wasn't able to be physically with Nene like that because the cancer came back, and we know that Cynthia said that they were sleeping in separate bags because he had a colostomy bag, and plus he probably slept at different times, and he had probably a nurse, 24-hour nurse there, and things of that nature. So therefore, she had needs, and she's a Sagittarius, and let me tell you, Sagittarius got needs. We got to do what we got to do, baby. You know what I mean? But at the same time, at least I would not. That's what Major said. At least I would not. Nene can't take him anywhere looking like that. That's what he said. But I guess he didn't get the gist of the situation, that he was still in the young mind phase. You know, I don't know if he put gel in his hair, grease. He got it all slicked down, nice ponytail. That's for a 16-year-old, 14-year-old to wear. It maybe 18-year-old, but baby, you 37, your son 14. Your son 14 should be wearing a hairstyle like that. So I'm just like, And so he said he sued Nene Leakes, and then, you know, he said it was a relationship because he said he was basically saying that it was more than just a one night stand. We were together. We had a relationship. So, you know, he's hurt. Nene, you don't hurt this young man. And he's been around for a long time. He's been around since October of 2020. Lord. Nene couldn't wait. She had to get it while it was hot. But, you know, some people will do what they need to do to make themselves happy, to make them feel good. And they don't care any qualms about it. And if Greg was okay with it, I guess Nene was okay with the situation. But Lord, I wonder how Greg's children think about this situation. They can't be too happy at all. They cannot be too happy about this. And then, you know, Greg just passed away in September, and now you got a dude coming out here spilling the tea, giving all the information on the relationship, saying he dated Nene back in October of 2020. Like, come on. Like this is Nene. You should have paid this boy some money. You should have went to go see him a little bit. You should have seen him again. And then Tasha K was no better in the interview because she was basically saying, oh, while Greg was at home resting. Like, and this dude know that this is bad. This dude knows that he was really trying to stick it to Nene, and he really feels some type of way. So y'all better be careful messing with these young dudes that don't got no morals, no values, no dignity, no nothing. That dude sat up there comfortably and was saying, he was sitting up there like, yeah, yes, I was. I was at Greg's, honoring Greg's party, like honoring Greg, you know, his kind of like celebration repast. But, you know, because Greg was, you know, he was cremated, so they had a repast, you know. And so he's sitting there saying all this, like, that is so bad. That is so bad. And he know why he said that, because he wanted people to continue to point the finger at Nene and say, oh my God, how bad is that? Like, OMG. And he's basically saying he's not no clout chaser, because he was out there with Nene Leakes out in the public. He was everywhere with her. He was all in Gwinnett County, everywhere. Okay, yeah, but you wasn't on her Instagram. Like, yo, this is crazy. Like, he wasn't on her Instagram. That's just beyond disrespectful. Hey, Nunu Sky, what's going on? How you doing? like yeah, this is it's really like a crazy situation. It's really sad all the way together, because Greg has only been gone since September. We're only in January, and now you have stuff like this coming out, and it's just like, it's all right needing being. It's a good thing that Greg didn't see this, because Greg did see stories about Nene dating people, Nene dating somebody in Vegas, Nene dating somebody in Washington, but actually see a physical being do an interview and say, yes, I've been dating her. We've been dating for this long. We've been doing this. We've been going out. I brought her some bags. You know, she paid for vacation, you know. So it came out at least after Greg had passed, because that got to be a hard pill to swallow. But she had to do what she had to do, because some of us, we put what other people think and what other people say and the things that we were raised with, values and morals, before ourselves. And Nene, on the other hand, she's putting herself first. She put herself first. And then also, the dude said that Nene called him January 5th, you know, before he did the interview with Tasha K. and basically, was asking him, why are there pictures out there? Why is there video? Like, what's going on? And they was having that conversation. She was checking him like, yo, dude, what are you doing? What you trying to ruin my career? Like, what are you do? What are you doing? Like, why is this being leaked? And he's talking about he didn't leak this. That's the most saddest thing. Just say, I leaked it. I did it. I'm the one that did it. Just say it. Now he's blaming this girl, that girl, anybody. He's putting out bird calls in the neighborhood, wolf calls in the neighborhood, talking about if anybody know that who leaked this. You leaked it. That's who leaked it. Why are we playing games? Why are we playing games? Why are we playing games in this situation? He leaked the information. He leaked it, and he was upset when he seen Nene go viral, and so therefore he leaked the information because he wanted to hurt Nene. He was hoping that man was going to run from Nene. That man wasn't going to run from Nene. That man is Mr. Bukator. Bukator is out here basically getting a whole new, brand new life with Nene Leakes. He's out here traveling, living good, and he might be even living in her new condo because Nene has been doing videos recently. I can't tell if it's a condo or a hotel, but in any event, Nene sold our house, so she's staying somewhere, and I know he's staying right with her. And if she got a new spot, he already asked for the keys, and he got the keys to the house. He got the keys to the car because she's public. He's working with her son. She's everywhere with him. She's got it all in the open. She's posting him on Instagram. That is her boo thing. So therefore, he felt like, oh, I let her slip away. And he said it was because of his attitude. Yeah, boy, it's your attitude. You're doing too much, like this interview, and your attitude to get her attention. What do you think, that she's going to run back into your arms? She's going to come and find you and chase you down and be like, oh, you really love me? No, she's not. She's never going to talk to you again. At least I hope. At least I hope. That new dude, I don't know what he looked like, y'all. I don't know. You already know what the streets is saying he looked like. Nene's son oh God. I'm glad you good. Hey, New Sky, Happy New Year's. That's just beyond disrespectful. Some people do, some people play by the rules and some people don't. And if a lot of people that don't play by the rules, they live a lot better than a lot of people that do play by the rules. So, it's a double-edged sword. In any event, no matter what, if she wasn't dating anybody, it wouldn't be a problem. But it's now that she's dating somebody and people saying, oh my God, look at this, look at that. And then this guy's talking about that he was around a year before Greg passed. I would be around my husband as much as I can, because I know he's not going to be here and try to have the family around 24/7. You wouldn't catch me in the club. I wouldn't be thinking about the club. I'd be thinking about my loved one. Even though he hurt me, he cheated on me, but we had some good times. We had a son together. My career bloomed with him. He was running businesses. Yes, he cheated. I know as soon as he's gone, I'm gonna be with somebody else and I can move on and I can start a new beginning. But while he's still here, I would at least have that type of respect for him. That's what I would do. Not everybody's going to do that. Men don't do that when it comes to women. When their women can't do the things that they normally do, their womanly duties, he's going to step out. He's going to go get it where he going to go get it. You know what I mean? And so Nene's basically the female version of a man doing it, but she's going to catch more slack for it because it just looks bad. And then plus she's a female doing it, but it's definitely a double standard because, I have a friend of a friend, the mother passed away because of, what's going on around in this world. So she passed and her husband, within a week, he moved another woman in. And then at first I was like, do we need to do an investigation to find out if there was any foul play or anything? And no, she died of, that everybody else is, falling victim to. That's all over the world. So in any event, no, he moved another woman right in. A woman that he was at work with moved her right in, and nobody says nothing. They look, but they don't say nothing. So guys will move fast. They ain't gonna be lonely. They ain't gonna be by themselves. Even though, as long as you taken care of and you in a house or whatever, Nene done ran out there in the streets and did what she had to do. And not one but two. She had a young one and she had an old one. I guess the old one was easier to tame. I guess he's more presentable. And he got a little business going on. But I think the younger one, I think he got more paper. He got more cheddar than this one. But because this guy allegedly is married and still living with his wife, allegedly. So But in any event, he's working for Nene Leakes. He's working for Brent Leakes. He's their tailor. He designs their clothes. So, it's just one of them situations. I'm just like, You guys tell me what you think about this situation. And he said that Nene Leakes is the oldest woman he ever dated, was 54, the oldest. Mm. The oldest. I was like, He knew, he saw a lick. He knew he had Nene Leakes, but his game was not impeccable. His game wasn't that he thought his game was impeccable. He thought his game was on point. And it definitely wasn't on point because, she ended up going somewhere else and being so cocky and thinking that you're gonna have somebody eating out of your fingernails or eating out of your hand or the palm of your hand. He thought he had her like that because he thought that, whatever he was doing was the best. And Nene let him know that he wasn't. She let him know that he was not. She let him know that there are so much other fish in the sea. Hey, Philly girl, what's going on? I'm just like, Lord have mercy. And he talked about their vacations and their trips and things of that nature. Then he said a woman leaked the picture because, she was playing games. She took a screenshot of the picture and leaked it. Like, that don't even make no sense. Like, your phone just laying around for a woman to pick it up and leak the pictures. You don't got no code on your phone. You're a club promoter. Therefore, sometimes you put your phone down. You got hundreds and thousands of people that are coming in and out of your club. You don't have a code on your phone. You know what I mean? You don't have the fingerprint on your phone. You don't have a code that you put in. Like, somebody can just pick up your phone and get all your information. You're going to tell me you live like that and you got 3 businesses. So with them 3 businesses or 4 businesses that you got with barbershops, where people, personal information, employees' names and things of that nature, and all the stuff that you can do on your phone today, you're going to tell me you don't got a code because your phone is money today. So you're going to tell me you don't got a code on your phone or nothing. So some woman that you was with, she was able to take screenshot. Then he was talking about taking the picture of Nene. He was showing Nene that she snores and stuff because he wanted to have proof and he wanted to have evidence, and he got it just in case and he used it. So hopefully he get what he want out of this situation. Is Nene gonna give him a call? Is she gonna say what's up to him, or is she gonna be like, oh my God, I'm never gonna talk to him? Like, what's going on, y'all? Like, what is happening? Greg. Child, I kind of believe him. You believe him? He's gone, baby. He's gone. Nene, why are you out here loving him and leaving him alone? I want to love you and leave you alone. Nene, you dropped him so bad. He sat there with Tasha K. Baby, if Tasha would have gave him more time, he would have dropped. He would have started making up more stuff. He was so shocked. He was like, I didn't even want to talk to her because Nene called me after she went viral and wanted to discuss the situation. And he didn't want to talk. You should have talked to her. Maybe she would have changed her mind. Maybe you could have convinced her. But you can't convince her. You know why? Because you're too cocky. You think everybody wants you. You think the world owes you. You think that everything that you touch turns to gold. And baby, that is not the case. And now you finally got a rude awakening. And so any ladies that date him, beware how he gonna treat you now. He gonna treat you now, allegedly. So beware. Beware. He looks like, oh no, you did not say that. You are too much. I can't with you. Hey, Messy Vlogs, how you doing? This could just go left for him. That's your sad sister. Yes, it is. I understand why she did what she did. I understand why. Sometimes you can put everything on a back burner and you can go for what you want. Sometimes even when it comes to Nene doing what she's doing with homeboy, having Greg at the house in hospice, sick, and facing that faith, and him facing that faith as fate as well. Sometimes you want to unwind. Sometimes you want to forget about it. Sometimes you want to feel numb. Sometimes you want to feel something totally different than what you've been feeling for the last few months or the last few days. And so now you got this young dude calling you. He looked like he bowed it, rowdy. He tests you. He gets under your skin. He does the most and everything else. And he's the energizer battery. You know what I mean? You go for it. It happens easy like that. And then you might come back for it a couple of times. And that's what he said. And he thought maybe he could be the one. And then he gonna act like, I don't think about her. I don't miss her. Then why are you talking about her? Why are you talking about her if you don't miss her? Why are you talking about her? Why you do? She didn't say nothing bad about you. She didn't come after you. She didn't say nothing. She just dropped you. Which she should have. She said she tried. You said she tried to call you and talk to you. She should have let you know that she was moving on, and it was fun while it lasted. At least gave you closure. So he didn't get closure. So this is how he's getting closure and hoping that Nene is going to call him. Happy days. What's going on? Happy New Year's. God, I can't with y'all. So, I'm just like, Yep, that's your boy. That's your boy Thierry. And yeah, he was hurt. He was hurt when that video leaked. He was hurt. He was hurt because he was supposed to be in that circle. He was supposed to be next to her. He was supposed to be with her. And, it ended the way it did. And so he didn't get his closure, baby. He got his closure right there on Tasha K. Let me tell you. And then, and so, he basically said that his relationship with Nene, they were friends, they were good, they were, they had a understanding, they liked each other and things of that nature, but he thought it was going to be way much more than it was, because if Nene didn't mean nothing to him, it wasn't about the clout, it wasn't about the money, it wasn't about none of that. He could just walk away from her, be like, you know what, okay, she's going to go live her life, let her do her thing, okay, peace, I'm cool. You know what I mean? I don't need to talk about it. I don't even need to address it, but it's an opportunity. He sees an opportunity out of this. And he had an opportunity with Nene, but he didn't act right. If he had that act right and he changed up his hairstyle, cut his hair, get a Caesar or get a ball fade or something of that nature, and then change his clothing, because he's dressed like he's 18, 16. He looked like he wearing, him and his son shop in the same place and wear the same clothes. So therefore, you look at her and you look at you should already know you need to change, you need to switch up, you got to upgrade. And so him acting like he is so smart, so intelligent, and he knows this, he knows that about women, and when he touch a woman, he stays embedded in her brain. And Tasha said, then why didn't you keep Nene? And I almost choked. I almost choked. All right, messy blogs, you are going. Oh, Philly girls going into very merry according to Tasha K. But yo, he's out here in these streets. He's out here like, you come on, he ain't really married. What's up, LSW? People will say anything and have nothing and having the facts. I know, this is what he said. This is what I'm saying. It's just like, I don't know if I believe him. Like, some of it sounds okay, and a lot of it sounds embellished. He almost sounds like a glorified friend, and Nene was like, playing around with the thoughts with this guy. But the videotape and the pictures says that he possibly could be telling the truth about their relationship or what they had. What you mean very married? You too funny with that, very married. So in any event, he was feeling a certain type of way. So Terry was basically said that, especially if, he cares, because he said that he confronted Nene about being on the real and not really, acknowledging that they had a relationship. But then at the end, he acted like they don't have a relationship. So this was the confusing part, which did sound untrustworthy. And then it sounds very untrustworthy when he said he didn't leak the pictures of the videotape. Then who did it then? Once you guys are over, once Nene go viral with the new dude, it leaks. Okay, so come on, tit for tat. That's what that was. Tit for tat. I want a phone call. You want to play games with me? Because he's saying him and Nene had a combative relationship most of the time. So therefore, this was him trying to still be combative with her and be tit for tat. And the only thing is, he just got tapped because Nene Leakes is somewhere with Boo Couture. It is what it is. And he acts very cocky and things of that nature, and he's so full of himself that he might not even notice that Nene was faking everything that she said. She wasn't being real with him, she wasn't being sincere with him, but when she was boosting his head up, because she already read him and already figured him out. I'm gonna boost his head up, make him feel good, make him feel like a man. Women love to do that. They love to boost men up, they love to make them feel good, especially if they do like them, and they're flaunting with the idea of actually being with them as well. So it's good too. But at the same time, she might not even believe what she's saying. She's just doing it because right now she's with you and she's in a moment and she's in a mood. And that's just looked like what had happened. And he thought that he was King Kong out here. He conquered the world with Nene Leakes. And he just probably knew he had her wrapped around her fingers. And baby, she done dropped him like she dropped off her laundry and went somewhere else. Okay, what are you saying? This. Oh man, I knew that was gonna come up. Portia, he knew she was. Yes, he did know she was married. He definitely knew. He definitely knew, and she definitely knew that she was married too. A whole year. I told you I got the video. I did a video about it, not too long ago, and it looks like a video of him dancing when they first opened up the Nalitia's lounge, and Greg was there, and it looked like he was there. I showed you guys that video already, but it looks like him, but then it kind of doesn't. But it got the hairstyle, but he looks much more skinnier then. But in any event, so he had a whole lot to say. I was like, he's really sitting up here spilling the beans. His neighborhood, whatever he represent, and they took a big L. Like, come on, you live by a code, baby. Where's your code? Where's your street code at? They're gonna be looking at you funny. Like when people come up to the club, they're gonna be like, yo, this is like, they probably thought it was cool to chill with you. They probably thought it was cool to take pictures with you. They ain't gonna take pictures with you no more. That's what they ain't gonna take pictures with you no more. They ain't gonna take pictures with you no more. Because he has a bunch of pictures of these celebrities taking pictures with him and stuff like that. They ain't gonna take no pictures with you no more. And he did know Greg was alive. He did know Greg was at home, but he did say Nene took care of him. Took care of Greg, and she was a good wife to Greg and everything while she was out there with him. And when he said he helped set up Greg's, going away party, I was just like, wow. And then he also says that Nene Leakes' friends are no good, and he only likes one of her friends, and he definitely do not like Tamar at all, point blank, period. Tasha K reiterated that Naomi is married and live in North Carolina, and he got PPP loans. I was like, Lord have mercy. So you guys tell me what you think about this situation. And, I'm just like, And he really had a lot of words for Tamar. And then why did Tasha K ask this man if he ever got Nene Leakes pregnant? Come on. Why she asked him that? That was just being real shady. And he also did say Nene Leakes and her people were worried about what they would think about him because he's young. He's not really that young, but he carried himself very, very young. So that's another problem. And he basically believes that their relationship did not work out because Nene Leakes' friends got in the way. Well, sometimes you got to win her friend's heart too, especially if you're 37 and she's 50, whatever, how old she is, 50 something, and she has a husband that is sick at home, and then you are all up in her face and everything else like that, partying and chilling with her. You got to show a different type of demeanor, or they're going to just think, oh, he's a clout chaser. He just want a piece of her, and who knows what he's going to do with the information. So they didn't feel that you was genuine, and you could have won her friends over. You young, you're not bad looking. You could have used that boyish charm, but you had no charm. Your charm was being combative and want to go toe to toe with a woman all the time. Like, who wants that type of relationship? So you guys let me know. You let me know what you think about this situation. So in any event, if you guys want to call in and tell me your thoughts on, the interview, do you believe him? Do you think he's telling the truth? You can call in, or you can jump in on the StreamYard and tell me your thoughts on the situation. Do you think he's heartbroken? Do you believe him? Is he telling the truth? Is he trying to send messages to Nene to let her know he wants her back and he misses her? So you guys tell me what you think. Dust. Hey, what's up, Lisa? Let's see. So we're gonna see. And Naomi Couture, he can't really feel no certain type of way because if Nene was with Young Boo 2 days before she went public with this dude. So it seems like maybe the paths have crossed with both men. And so therefore, if Boo Couture is married, he's not going to care about the situation. So you guys let me know what you think about this situation. I know, Major. I know. Well, you know what? It's okay to be a Kruger. It's okay to be a Kruger. It's okay to date young men. If older men can date young women, older women can date young men. You know what I mean? Or the same thing that men do with younger women, older women can do with young men. You know what I mean? It doesn't. But at the end of the day, Nene felt like, okay, he wasn't the situation. So that's pretty much it. Let me see what you're saying, child. What? Oh, he can't. He can't. We'll see. We'll see if Nene hooks back up with young dude, but I don't think so. He ran his mouth too much. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing dealing with somebody that is going to sit out here and run your business. But sometimes, karma comes, and it's not even really karma. It's just that Nene was messing with this dude. He felt jilted. Nene didn't give him, she didn't give him the proper goodbyes or the proper closure, and so there he wanted to get tit for tat. He probably can't even get close to her now. He probably can't. He don't know where she's at. He don't know how to locate her or find her. I wanted to know if he ever went to Nene Leak's house, and has he ever slept over Nene Leak's house? That's what I want to know. Has he been in her old home that she recently just sold? Boy, like, how messed up that is. Like, we see it all the time. Like, this is normal. This is the normal this is the normal way of things. If you break up with somebody, they're going to tell all your business and talk about you, even when you are not asking for it, even when you are not doing nothing. This man done came out, and you know what? He left, and he know what he was doing. Nene was already catching backlash for being with him, and then for being with, Naomi Couture. And then now he just made it all the way, put it out there. So if Nene Leakes wants to be back on Real Housewives of Atlanta, which is what Tasha K said, she got a storyline, and she ain't gonna run like Portia. She gonna stay on the show and do what she want to do. Portia should have stayed on that show and not film Portia Williams Family Matters, because I don't even know Portia. It's like everything the girl said about you, they can actually go back to Portia Williams Family Matters and see what your cousin said, your auntie said, your assistant said, and basically bring that back to another situation where you did something on Real Housewives of Atlanta and just prove your character. Like, ain't no hiding no more, baby. It is messy. It is very messy. Like, yo, that gotta be some people worst fears. This is why people get people to sign NDAs. I don't believe that Nene Leakes has the new guy sign any NDAs, but he's maybe because he's of a different culture, a different nationality, a different generation. Maybe he won't run to the blogs, but they all be running to the blogs and basically spilling the beans, try to hurt you, try to make you look bad, try to stop your bags, start to have wanting people to not think of you as a good person or a great person because they said this about you. And baby, he sat up there and he did it. And why didn't Tasha K drink his bottle of champagne? Tasha K didn't even want to touch the drink that he gave her. He gave her a bottle, and she was like, oh, I'll drink that when I get home. She ain't gonna drink that drink. That is going right in the trash or to one of her assistants. She wasn't trying, and Tasha was like, okay, this is kind of weird. It was kind of weird, and it sends you back and forth. Whether it just seems like he didn't have chronological order, he didn't seem emotional, he seemed emotionalist, but the things that he was doing was coming from an emotional standpoint by going back and forth with Tamar, by calling out Tamar, talking about you got people out here in these streets looking for anybody that knows him that says something bad and all this other stuff. If you that tough guy, why are you sitting here on Tasha K airing out a woman that could be your mother's age, on sitting there? Like, it don't make no, that's why it just didn't make no sense. Then you're acting like you all G'd up, ganged up, jewelry down, and you got your little diamonds on and everything. The chain wasn't long enough to stretch. It should have been reaching longer. It was a baby neck chain. I have no idea. And it just seemed mad weird. And Nene best move was to stay quiet, and that's what she did. Kevin, oh God, these guys are too much. I know she sure is. She sure, so you have these situations going on. I'm just like, it was weird for me, y'all. It was weird. It's just like at some points it sound believable, but then he couldn't really get it. It's like he really didn't have no detail. It was really like he was just somebody Nene got up with whenever she wanted to. You know what I mean? Okay, you went to DC. What did you guys do in DC? When did you go to DC? You're 37 years old. You still should have your marbles. You know what I mean? You still should be remembering things like what's going on. You're 37. You went to Vegas. What did you do in Vegas? When did you go to Vegas? What was going on? Like, he didn't have, all that passion that he has on the internet, and then doing this interview because he's upset because he's jilted, but then he can't even really describe the relationship. He can't describe anything but say, oh, I was there at Greg's repast. Oh, what did you do over there? Oh, you seen this person, that person? Oh, what did you cook? Did you decorate the place? Did you bring in visitors? Did you have a checkpoint, a checklist? Did you meet Nene Leak's sons? Did they know that you guys were dating? What made you think that you guys really had something? And from that standpoint, he didn't give us any concrete, believable things that could say that he was in a relationship. They were together. He was like, just ask everybody in the street. We was everywhere. Okay, where's the street people at? Where's the people in the street that say that they seen y'all guys everywhere? Like, and then it's almost like he was pinpointing things to say that would trigger people to, really come after, really dislike Nene Leak's character, in my opinion. And it just seemed very spiteful, but then at the same time, it seemed nonchalant. It just seemed like, yo, what's going on here? What'd you say, Major? About the Tamar, yes, about the Tamar situation. I believe him on that because we actually seen that go. We actually seen that go back and forth on Instagram. So we definitely know that happened. We know definitely Tamar, went at him and basically called him out for that. And then now he explained, the reason why he's really mad is because Tamar called his boss, called the people that book celebrities to come to his club. So therefore, that's why he's upset. She called him out. She saw right through him. She saw right through the situation. She saw right through him. And so therefore she addressed it, and she felt a certain type of way. Because sometimes when you're in the moment, you just say what you need to say. And then he was like, oh, the reason why Tamar didn't follow up after he said Tamar was fake and she's been fake and this and that since the first time I met her at dinner and things of that nature. And he was like, oh, Tamar didn't respond after that because Nene told her to. She probably did. She probably told her not to give this dude no more attention because he's looking for attention. And she probably feels like, oh my God, like now you don't push her closer into this guy's arm. What you tried to do is try to bump into her, try to run into her, and try to talk to her, try to have a conversation and have closure, because that's what you seemed like you wanted was closure. And she tried to give you closure and call you after you found out that she was out here on the internet with homeboy. Then she got homeboy around her son. So you already know that's like the worst feeling. If you and a guy are dating or you have something going on, you think you have a connection, and then all of a sudden you see his pictures on Facebook or Instagram, he's with another woman, and then he's with her kids. Now you know there's something serious going on, especially if you wasn't introduced to the kids, like, you'll feel slighted, and that's why all the stuff drops. It drops. But in any event, he spoke on Nene's character, that he was out partying and chilling with Nene while Greg was at home. And so he did what he wanted to do. He wanted to say them things to make sure he hurt her. He knows what she's going through. He said that they pillow talk, they did this and that. Baby, that there was no future between you and her. You wouldn't even change the way you look. You wouldn't even change the way you dress. You wouldn't even act like you're more sophisticated or anything of that nature. You don't have to wear suits and stuff like that, but you don't have to look like you just left the basketball court, or you just left, the studio, or you just left the block. Like, you don't have to look like that every time, all the time. And that seems like what you are more comfortable in looking, and, looking like, you're a part of that life. Like, this is like, look at the way, who's 50 something years old want to be dating the guy that's walking around with this on? You know what I mean? Well, he upgraded because he got a bigger chain now, but look at how he's dressed. Come on. He'd say he upgraded his chains. You know what I mean? He got a little bit more. I think he got more money than Bukator, though. That's what I do. Like, Lord have mercy. I want to be a fly on the wall. What do Greg Leake's kids think about this situation? Like, because Greg just passed, and Nene surrounded by all this drama. Married man, young single man, spiteful. It's just really crazy. So in any event, if there's no more phone calls. If no one wants to call in, we're going to call it a night. I don't know if you guys want to jump on the StreamYard. I'm going to put the invitation out there in the chat, and we're going to call it a night. I'm just like, And he said he ain't no couch chaser. Hey, Rosemary. This boy wasn't for her anyway. And then he gonna say, Nene, you for the streets? She's not with you. So we gonna see. This is not a shocker to her kids. Okay. I'm just saying, for it to be this messy, because usually we have the rumors about Nene dating this person when Greg was still here, and then you had Greg and Nene Leakes both on, her YouTube channel talking about relationships and things of that nature. So we have seen that, and there was rumors going around that she was dating a guy that was in DC at that time. And, her and Greg addressed the rumors, basically kind of really didn't address the rumors. Like, they don't even know why this is coming up, why they even saying this is not true. And, basically they was talking about Tasha K. This was Greg Leakes, and this was, Nene Leakes on her YouTube channel. They were talking about their relationship and their marriage. And this is when Nene at one point wanted to do like a talk show thing on Instagram with Tamar and the dude that she was dating. And then, we had that situation going on. And these rumors came out that she was dating a guy in DC, and he's close to his family. And they both basically brushed it off like it was nothing. And so Greg, and the kids are probably used to this, but we never had a physical body basically get out here and say, oh yes, I'm the guy. Because the guy that she was supposed to be with before, that was on page 6 everywhere, that was from DC or Maryland, he never came out. He never spoke. He never said a word. He got rid of his Instagram. I don't know if his Instagram is back up, but he never said a word. And they said that she was dating him for a long time. And then now, but he never spoke. So this is the first guy to speak. So is Nene Leakes, is this going to be a recurring thing where people that you may date is going to be speaking on your business? So be careful. Get them NDAs. Just know that you are worthy of somebody signing an NDA. And the dude that you with now, if he's married, he got to sign an NDA. You know what I mean? He don't look like he talk much, but you probably thought, the young dude didn't look like he talk much. The young dude probably made you think that, oh, I don't run my mouth. I don't play no games like that. I was raised in the 90s and I was taught this, and men do this, men do this. And that boy was sitting up there singing like a bird. He was a part of the Temptations tonight. He was on the Temptations tonight. Miss Sugar Mama. What's up, Rosemary? Happy New Year's. Should have. I know. We'll see. This situation ends like this. Now we're waiting on the other situation. Is this guy allegedly, Naomi is his wife. They say that he's married, but they're separated. But Tasha K saying that they're together and they're living together. So are we gonna hear anything from his wife? Is his wife gonna come out? Is she gonna say anything? Like, is there gonna be a scandal with that situation? And maybe Nene Leakes wants scandal. I don't know. Maybe she wants to, maybe she's doing a show. Maybe she's getting ready to do a new show. And basically, whoever is signing up shall be on it. Portia did it. Portia got a new show. She signed the old baby daddy. And then she got the new fiance and she signed up for it. And baby, that show is a train wreck. And it's not interested. It's not that it's interesting and it's such a wonderful show. It's just like OMG. Like, now it's kind of like hard to even say, like, oh, Portia, baby, what's going on? Like, your attitude is like of a 18-year-old girl. So yes. Oh, please don't say that. We don't want to say that. Oh, man. But in any event, hey, Pauletta, what's going on? That's the situation. I dropped the StreamYard. I put the number on the screen. Y'all didn't call in. We're going to call it a night, but we will be back here tomorrow to talk about Growing Up Hip Hop. I'm going to be reviewing that show and also the show on OWN. But Growing Up Hip Hop, I'm really liking it right now. Growing Up Hip Hop is on point, y'all. Growing Up Hip Hop is on point. They got the Bone Thugs up in there. Oh, man. They got Lazy Bone. I think it's Lazy Bone. Lazy Bone. And we got Tretch. Tretch is, he's putting in more work. Tretch is getting paid money now, so he's showing up. And we have Luke's daughter, Creed. She's showing up, and she is coming for TT. I was like, come on, Creed. Come on, Creed. Come on, Creed. Come on, Creed. Creed is going to get that money. Creed is giving us what we want. Well, she's giving me what I want. I don't know about y'all, but Creed is stepping up, and she basically, is going to get paid. And Angela is Angela, why you got to act like that on TV? Why you got to act so scary? Why you got to act like, girl? Okay. When it comes to Angela Simmons, let me see if I can find Angela. When it comes to Angela Simmons, like, it just boggles my mind, because Angela Simmons, she's a trainer. She trains. She's been training for the last 4 years. Angela Simmons is actually, she is good in martial arts. She's good in boxing. She's good in kicking. She takes all these crazy self-defense classes. And then on top of that, like, we see her work on Instagram. Like, Angela, don't try Angela. But Angela just be doing the most. This is your show. You need to sit down there and listen to the drama. You don't got to take sides, but you can, give us like a piece. Oh, she gets up from the table when Creed is confronting, TT. And, Creed is confronting TT for no reason. She just wants drama. So you already know, when somebody starts a show, their second season, and they come right off the bat with the drama, they're ready to get paid. They was promised some things. And Angela's sitting at the table, and she runs from the table. I don't want to be a part of this. I don't know how she could even be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She says she's moving to Atlanta, and we know she already moved to Atlanta. And, she was filming, or she showed up when the cameras were filming Real Housewives of Atlanta. She said that she's not going to be on the show, Blase the third. But, like, if she's acting like this on her own show, where she's the EP, where she's in charge, and she's like, I don't want to be involved in this. I don't want to. She can't even listen to nothing. She got to move like, girl, like, come on. Angela, why do you be doing this? Why do you be running scared when you know you're not scared? When you be running your mouth, Angela talks mad mess. Angela got all types of things to say, because she's very judgmental too. And at the same time, she don't want nobody to judge her. But when people are on your show that's giving you content and they're taking it there, Angela messes up the whole conversation, jumps up. I don't want to be here. I'm leaving. I'm going. I don't want nothing to do with it. You can sit there and listen. Your sister Vanessa sat there and listened. Vanessa didn't get up and run. Like, Angela, why do you do this to me? And you could bring so much more. You used to bring a little bit more to your show, but you just always want to cut everything off. Like, you don't want to tell about why you and the boxer broke up. Because he had to be back with his baby mama. That's why you broke up. And you too needy. And then at the same time, you act like you're just so strong and so powerful, but you can't even sit down and you could be the voice of reason in the conversation, but no, you want to run scared. Like, she be making me mad. She be making me, but we're definitely going to talk about this tomorrow. And then a slew of other topics. So we'll be talking about this tomorrow afternoon. But in any event, thank you guys so much for coming through. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. I appreciate all you guys coming through. Please like the video. Please share the video. Please support. And thank each and every one of y'all. Thank you, moderators, for coming through. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful night and happy New Year's. And the new year just started, and it started off all types of messed up, all types of divorces, all types of people speaking. You got everybody just dropping the beans on their relationship. Like, be careful who you messing with. Be careful who you with. Be careful. You are so wrong. Much love, y'all. Peace and love.